Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. I know the world is a bit surreal and a bit crazy right now, and what I did was I scoured the internet looking for a recipe, and I found a Navajo flatbread. So if your grocery stores are a bit limited and you happen to have a little bit of flour in a griddle, I'll show you how you can make bread. Really simple, really easy, only has about 5 ingredients. Maybe it would do in a pinch. And the other thing too is it might just be something fun to do with the kids or the grandkids. And it doesn't take very long, and I'm going to go out there and I'm going to get to it, and let's go. Okay, what I've got is 2 cups of flour, and I'm just using all-purpose flour. I have 1 1/4 cup of lukewarm water. I have 1 tablespoon of baking powder and 1 teaspoon of salt. And I have a tablespoon of oil right here, and that's all you need. And the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to add these dry ingredients all in one bowl. I'm going to mix those up here just kind of quick. And I'm going to add most of the water. I'm going to hold just a little bit back. I'm going to mix this until it feels like a really tacky pizza dough. And might add just a tiny bit of flour to that. That looks a lot more like a tacky pizza dough. Okay, I'm just going to sit and I'm going to knead this in a bowl for just a second. Get everything back off my fingers. Okay, I'm going to wash my hands up here real quick, and I'll be right back to show you the next step. Okay, it probably would have been a little bit better to have done that with gloves, but I now have everything back off of my fingers, and I've got really nice tacky dough in here. And what I'm going to do next is I'm going to take this bowl and this oil, and I'm going to oil the inside of this bowl, just kind of light, but you want the whole surface covered. Okay, I've got the bowl greased, and I'm going to move this dough into this greased bowl, and I'm going to cover that with a towel, and I'm going to let it rest right there just like that for about an hour. Okay, I have let this rest for an hour. It's still a bit tacky. I've got some flour out here. I'm just going to knead it for a second. Now I'm going to divide it into 6 pieces. And I'm going to roll each of these out to about tortilla thickness. And I have a rolling pin with a 1/4 inch groove in it. Yeah, it's still a bit tacky. It's a little bit tackier than I thought it would be, but we'll work with what we got. Three. There's 4. Five and one more. Okay, now I have all 6 of these out, and you can shape them a bit if you want them a specific shape or size. And I'm going to get the griddle heated up to about 350, and our griddle won't require any oil, but you can also fry these in a pan of oil if you'd like. I'm just going to fry them on the griddle. with no oil. So give me just a minute to get that heated up and I'll be right back. Okay, I've got the griddle heated up. I'm going to throw this on here. And I'm going to let them sit there and cook until the bottom gets nice and golden brown. And then I'm going to flip them. So I'll put a break in here and Mark can speed it up a little bit. Hold on. Okay, I did the first flip, and try to get that up where you can see it. You can see that those spots have become golden brown, and I'm just going to leave those for a few more minutes, and we'll see how they do. Okay, they are all done, and I did end up spraying them with just a tiny bit of olive oil. This is the first time I've used this particular recipe, and what I was searching for was something that you could do with the minimal amount of ingredients. And we tend to like a little bit of olive oil, and I did spray them with a little bit, and but they look like they came out great. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them over here on the plate to cool, and then I will taste test them in just a minute. Okay, now it's time to take a little taste test. Yeah, those are pretty good. Like I said before, we've made flatbread before. But this particular recipe was the first time that I've made this, and it turned out pretty good. It is the simplest recipe that I could find. Now, the one that I usually make has milk and other stuff in it, but what I was really looking for was the simplest, easiest, least ingredient recipe I could find, and those turned out pretty good for being as simple as they are. So if you need bread and you only have a few ingredients, this recipe will definitely work. One thing that I did was I had to add just a little bit more flour because it was a bit tackier than I prefer, but overall, it came out really well, and you could use that for anything. You could go ahead and butter it up and put some garlic on it. You could probably make a really nice small mini pizzas or something out of it too. But I hope you enjoyed it, and I know that everything going on today is a bit surreal, and maybe you have to make a few changes. But with a few simple ingredients, you don't have to worry. You have bread. Okay, so I hope that might help somebody, and it's not my preferred recipe, but it is the least ingredient recipe that I could find, and it came out just fine. If you want to add a little bit of oil, you certainly can. You can fry them in oil, or you can make just about anything out of them. Like I said, little pizzas, or, you know, little garlic bread. You could, I don't know, there's a lot of things that you could do with them. And in a pinch, a really simple recipe could definitely help out. And I know it's not my usual kind of recipe. I was just kind of wanting to help in any way that I could. And we tend to be very self-sufficient, and I know that the times right now are a little bit troubling. So I hope that this video finds you well, and we hope that you are safe. We are safe, and we are fine. And I just wish everything and everybody the best. So I'll just go ahead and get on out of here. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. Don't forget to ring that little bell to let you know when we have new videos. If you have any comments or questions, please put them in the box below. We will do our best to help in any way that we can. And if you liked today's video, please give it a thumbs up. And we just want to put out our heartfelt wishes for everybody. And we want you to know that no matter what, this will end and we will go on. There's just, the human spirit is a wonderful thing. Anyway, I won't keep you any longer, and I won't drone on anymore about all of this. So, love you guys, and we'll see you in the next one.